the second you stop to trying to figure out your life, controlling the outcome, being anxious and overwhelmed because you are feeling lost, because you don't see the path for yourself. The second you let all of that go, you become free and you start to relax and you will start to flow, and life will naturally create through you in a way that feels very fulfilling, meaningful, and impactful in your life. And you are in the way of yourself right now if you try to control the outcome or you try to figure out what is going on around you. Because some seasons in your life will show up in a way where you're not supposed to know. You're supposed to trust and let go and allow. So maybe what I've seen a lot of times is that people, when they feel out of control, when they feel like they don't have their life in order, and they try to figure things out, they are doing one of two things. Either they try to force even more. So they force and force and force and try to really think their way to how their life is supposed to look like, or what the next step are, or, you know, where you're put so much mental effort into trying to figure something out that is, and that will be a completely dead end. And you've probably seen that for yourself right now as well. And the other one is that you feel so overwhelmed, you're so anxious, and you feel kind of trapped where you are. And in order to deal with this feeling of being trapped, not knowing where you're supposed to go, you start to numb yourself. You start to avoid facing yourself. You start to be on your phone more. You go out and drink alcohol. You do things to avoid being in yourself, in that environment, right? So the thing is that actually blocks you here, the thing that is in the way for your true self and abundance to arise from within effortlessly, is that when you're just being here, when you are just allowing yourself to be in this unknown season in your life where you are out of control, this is where you need to be more in order to feel safe within yourself, not having control. Because you're probably feeling that when you don't see the bigger picture, when you feel a bit lost within yourself, you feel this anxiety and you don't feel safe to be in your own skin. And that's why you try to force yourself into figuring things out, or you avoid it through escaping, right? And these are just two different mechanisms that are used to avoid yourself because it doesn't feel safe in here. It's not a safe environment within you right now. And that's why you are escaping in different ways. Mentally or into things, right? So we need to start to look at the relationship to not being in control. The relationship to being in the unknown. Your response, your default response to being in the unknown. That's where we need to that's where the work is and where we need to look right now. So first, identifying if you're the one that tries to force or you're the one that avoids and escapes. And then start to meet this uncertainty, this unknown state of being in a new way. So when you first start to just be here, present, you drop everything. You drop trying to figure it out. You drop the phone or the habits that you know isn't serving you right now. And you just sit there with yourself. And we can do that right now. Right now I'm with you, so we can do this together. And sometimes that can feel a bit easier to feel like you're not alone in this, that someone is actually here for you. And I can be that person for you right now. And I know that I would have craved that person in my own life many times through my journey. So I'm happy if I can be that person for you right now. Look at you who looks at this video, because we have started to build a connection here, a bond, right? So let's continue on that. So okay, we are here, and so you probably feel maybe some discomfort, and it just doesn't feel safe there. Okay, so be with me here, because this is the experience that you have. You feel maybe restless, you feel like you want to continue, and you want to like because it doesn't feel safe to be here. So just notice the sensation in your body. You don't need to label it as anything at all, actually. Can you just notice that you have an experience in your body? And let's just leave it there for now. So, okay, you have this experience, and you look at this experience. You perceive this experience. And now when you don't label it as anything, it's just sensations in your body, right? It feels in a certain way. And it's just your body's doing its thing, and you are here just experiencing those sensations. And the more you are just allowing yourself to be here without labeling them as anything at all, not bad, not good, they are just an experience within you. Can you feel like things are starting to loosen up a little bit? That it's actually not that bad because you don't label it as bad anymore. You're just being here. And the more you practice being here in the unknown, when you feel out of control, when you practice to come back to yourself, instead of trying to force your way into into more clarity, or you avoid facing yourself through going to your phone because you feel trapped. Every time you consciously choose to just stop for a while and just listen to yourself and listen within, and just being here, and just maybe you put a hand on your heart, and you just start to like pet yourself a little bit, right? To soothe the nervous system, to be there for yourself. Then you start to get more spacious again. And as you become more spacious, and you realize like, whoa, I've really been in this fight, flight, freeze mode, and been like, it's almost like you've been under attack, right? And when you start to step out of that now, through becoming more present, through realizing that you don't actually need to get anywhere at all right now. You just being here with yourself is actually enough. And the more spacious you become, the more you realize that you are not this pattern that has been playing out. This pattern of trying to figure things out or avoiding to every cost, right? That's just a pattern that you've been playing on repeat in your life. And once you get some perspective, you can see that, oh my God, I've been playing a role here. This role, this limited version that I call self, that I identify myself with, is actually just like, it's just something that plays out, a game that I am the one perceiving, and I don't need to take a part of it anymore. So the more you practice being in that uncertainty when you don't know where you're going, the more safe you will feel within yourself, and everything will start to loosen up within you. And this is when your authentic, natural inspiration comes by itself, when you suddenly feel inspired to take action again, because you can start to see the next step, and you don't need to see the whole picture. That's not the point. The point is that you are an explorer of life, and if you have too of a clear picture of your life and who you are or where you're going, you have started to box yourself into this little tight version of you. And you are so much more than that. You are so expansive and so unlimited. And the more comfortable you become with your unlimitless, with your potential to create anything that you actually desire in your life, then you can just start to enjoy where you're at, and you enjoy the journey, and you start to explore life with curiosity, where you take one step at a time, and as you take a step, a new one reveals itself. And then you can just keep on going on this path that feels aligned with your true self, who you want to be and become in this life. And this is how you start to break the pattern. I'm feeling this fear of not having control. When you start to loosen up and actually enjoy not knowing anymore, because you don't feel the need to know. And this is when you start to live and enjoy your life and feel good about yourself and feel calm and relaxed and pleasurable within your own skin. So that was everything that I had for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.